We are discussed in the previous lab this common drain amplifier design circuit. How we will find out V input resistance and output resistance and gain for this particular circuit we discussed in the previous discussions. I'll just brief it out and I'll go to the how we'll implement the circuit in the cadence tool. So common drain amplifier. So drain will be common and you will take the output at the source. We seen all this in the previous lab discussion. So how will one thing to be remembered is the voltage gain of a common drain amplifier is almost equal to 1. So finally, so common drain amplifier will have, if I speak ideal amplifier, it will have infinite input resistance, zero output resistance, unity gain, unity voltage gain. So because of that, we are calling it as a buffer circuit. This common drain amplifier is called as a buffer circuit. So common drain is very good voltage buffer. Very good voltage buffer. You can compare here both a common source and common drain. How I discussed this already, so I don't want to repeat it again. So this is a circuit we are implementing in cadence tool. So you just observe here. So this was a circuit I want to implement in the cadence tool. So you just see here, there is a one NMOS transistor is there, one resistance is there, that is source resistance. So source resistance, as you know, instead of using the passive resistance, I will use the active resistance. So this source resistance Rs I am getting with the help of this NM1 transistor, this NM1 NMOS transistor. So the role of this transistor is just to properly biased, and it will give some proper resistance. Will give some proper resistance, and so hence acts as a source resistance. Hence acts as a source resistance. And as you know, any NMOS transistor, if substrate is there, that substrate has to be connected to ground. As here, two NMOS transistors are there. Both NMOS transistors substrate has to be grounded. The substrate, and combinedly it is grounded like this. So that is only, please don't confuse from the circuit. Only I am want to implement the circuit there here, want to connect it in the cadence like this. So NM1 is, the role of NM1 is to get the source resistance. So across this resistance we are taking the output. So you are properly biasing this NMOS transistor with the help of bias voltage, so that it will act as a resistor. This MOSFET acts as a resistor. So the symbol, as I told you, the symbol has to replicate the your schematic. V in is above, V bias is below. So you just compare the one circuit to another so that you will get a clarity. In order to confuse where the V in is, where V bias is. If you properly remember the actual circuit of common drain amplifier, you can automatically able to recall all the rest of the connections. So to test the circuit, I taken the symbol of common drain. So if I properly input, I applied sine wave sinusoidal source, and the bias voltage, some bias voltage I properly applied, so that the below NMOS transistor has to be acts as a resistor. And as you know, 110 nanometer technology uses 1.8 volts supply. So as remember that if you are using any amplifier has to be done these three analyses. One is transient analysis, AC analysis, and DC analysis. DC analysis will give you DC operating points or DC voltage of the circuitry. AC analysis will give you AC response, means for different frequencies how your amplifier will respond will given by the AC analysis and transient analysis. All these three you need to verify for any of the amplifier. So this is the waveform we got. Please see from the um, transient response. We applied 2 almost 2 millivolts input peak to peak. So you'll get around 1.577 millivolts. Means if you get the gain here, which is almost near to 1, right? Input is 2 milli, output is 1.577 milli. So almost near to 1. Same here. Same here. You just see here in the AC response. So if you apply 1 volt AC signal, you'll get 801 millivolts output. So almost near to 1 you will get the gain. So all these things we'll check in the cadence tool. I don't want this overview window. I'm closing it, maximizing it. I want this CDS log window. So cell view. You need to open from the your analog folder. So common drain. Take instant from, I want first NMOS transistor, that is from GPDK 180 library. I want two of them. So I will now need to go for pins. So going from clockwise direction, V bias, V in, VDD, and ground. So you can give all the four like this. Here first V bias, here V in, using R, pressing R so that it will rotate from the keyboard. I want output pin. So what about the rest of the any connections are missing, right? The connections are the substrate connections also there, right? This substrate has to be brought like this, brought like this. and connected to the ground. The substrate also has to be connected to the ground, right? So connected here. So check and save. See the CDS log window. It is saying with no errors. Schematic check completed with no errors. Saved. Fine. Once it is saved, I need to create a symbol for this. Create cell view. From cell view, we'll create a symbol. I don't want to change any names. Click OK. It is asking. I want ground to be bottom pin. And VDD to be top. So first I want V in, next V bias. As left pins, right pins will be V out, top pin will be VDD, and bottom pin will be ground. Click OK. So this will automatically create. So this is your symbol. Check and save. Click close. So now I need to test the circuit. So I need to go for one more schematic. Right? What are all there you created till now? You want to see. So you just see in USN library, common drain. You created a schematic. You created a symbol already. So it is there already. So if you want to see. So in the CDS log, again, I want to create one more schematic. So file, new, cell view. So now you are testing your command line. So underscore test. Click OK. So you are in this window, you are testing your design. So you need to bring your design symbol. So pressing I. Where it will be available? It will be available in USN library, user defined library, command line symbol. Double click. Hide. It will give you command line symbol. So for this symbol, you have to connect proper circuit, proper components. So now I want sine source and VDC. So browsing all those source, sine source and VDC ground will be there in analog library. So vsine symbol, double click. The settings we will see later. I'm just now putting the sine source. Same way I want VDC. So simply you type here VDC, click somewhere, it automatically changes to VDC. Symbol also you can observe here, symbol is changing. Hide. I want one bias voltage here. I want one more bias voltage here. Fine. Oh, escape. Now I want ground also. I'll type ground here. So you just observe here symbol, it is changed to ground. Hide. I want one ground here, one more ground here, one more ground here, want one more ground here. Use the whites to connect all this. One bias voltage here. I'm just clicking, not holding, just releasing and bringing it here. Clicking, don't hold, release. Wherever you want, automatically turn will happen. I'll click there, turn will happen automatically. Click here. So the connection will be completed. Click, release, again click. I want one more wire here. Please note in Cadence, any output can be taken from the whites only. So that this wire can be hanging. So I need to connect a pin here. So as it is output, don't change the names. I'll take one more output pin. I'll connect output here. So here the connection is complete. Now I need to put the settings properly. The thing is, the transistors has to be properly biased, then only you can able to get the proper circuit operation. So keeping in that mind, I am giving the settings here. Sinusoidal source, DC voltage will be 1, AC voltage will be 1, and amplitude, I'll try to give as less signal as possible, 1 milli. As you know, in order to type any units, automatically units will come. Frequency 1k, so automatically unit will come. This is sinusoidal source settings, and to properly bias the below NMOS transistor to operate as a resistor, I'm giving 560 millivolts as a bias voltage. So here this is VDD. VDD has to be 1.8 volts. 1.8 volts. Fine. So I'll check and save. You see the CDS log window once. No errors. You see here, no errors. Fine. If no errors are there, I can go for simulation now. Launch ADEL tool. I need to first add the analysis. Choose analysis. For transient analysis, as I given 1 kilohertz signal, each cycle will have 1 millisecond. So I want to see for at least 3 cycles. So I will give 3 milliseconds. If you want to see for 5 cycles, you can give 5 milliseconds here. Moderate. Click OK. Yeah, I mentioned here the units. You need to mention the units. Analysis. Choose DC analysis. Save DC operating point. Want to component parameter which source is varying the voltage, so select from component. So that is sinusoidal source. What you are varying, DC. So that will automatically select here. Starting value of that is 0. I can see the variation up to 2.5 volts. Click OK. The same way, one more analysis is AC analysis, right? AC analysis, frequency, starting frequency will be 10 Hz to 1 giga logarithmic, as it is a frequency response of an amplifier. AC response will check the frequency response of an amplifier. So logarithmic points per decade is 20. Click OK. So these are the 3 analyses I will add. So which are the output you want to be plotted? Output to be plotted. Select on the design. I want output to be plotted, and just the output is already selected. But you just see here, this is the input. So it is, but there is no name is given to this. So it is showing net3. So if you want to give any name to that, select that. Right click, add name. So give vin, hide, and bring that name, and this square box is there, right? The square box has to touch the wire and click OK. So for this wire, that name vin will be appended. So that when you select that wire, it will the name will be shown. This is input, right? But the previously you seen this wire name as some net3. But if you are selecting this in your outputs, so this vin name will come automatically. This wire will have net3 name. So you assign some name to this. So this only will show in the analysis. So I already selected output. I want to select input also. So to be plotted, select on the design, selecting this also. So here you see vin will come. So I selected the analysis and outputs. So I will simulate. So transient response, AC response. So I'm just maximizing this. With the help of this, I am splitting the windows. It's not visible. Style, solid you put. Style, solid you put. So to differentiate, I'm changing the color. Input, I'm putting blue color. So you just want to measure the input A, pressing A from the keyboard, pressing B from the keyboard. You see 1.9757 millivolts is the input. So you need to get the output less than that, 1.97 less than that. Press A here, press B here, you will get 1.53 millivolts. Means you're getting proper common drain amplifier output. Same way, you just see this is the input and this is the output. So I'm putting the cursor, pressing V from the keyboard. So 1 volt is applied signal. You are getting 775 millivolts. But you will get at least some 800 like that the voltage. So you just see here the both the transistors have the same width. Instead, I will change like this. To get the improve the output. So if you are changing anything, you need to close this, but the waveforms has to be closed. I'm changing this to 5 micro. Check and save. Only this I am doing to improve the output. You see here now 801. Previously 770 you got, so somewhat near to trying to bring near to 1 volt. Same way here. So I'm getting the proper expected waveforms. The same way DC operating points. We'll check DC operating points for this circuitry. Decent read. New tab. Okay. So region 2. It is operating in region 2. So on resistance is 8.49 kilo ohms. So you just adjust the widths and biasing voltages. So these parameters also can vary. You just observe those. And if you want this AC response in dB, so how we'll do? Results, direct plot, AC in dB. So this I want, only output I want. So escape. So you will get AC in dB. As you know, if input is 1 volt, you will get a dB 0. So minus 1.92. So move to the point where minus 1.9. Anyhow, bandwidth you need to check, but I'm just showing here as this is not the amplifier, it's just a buffer circuit. So if you want to check, you have to go to minus 4.9. Anyhow, it is not there here. Minus 2.9 only there. Anyhow, the bandwidth checking for common drain amplifier is not necessary, but for common source amplifier, you will check the bandwidth. So these are the things to be verified for an amplifier. So these things only we discussed for the common source also.